Oh my god, an F1 video. Are you excited? I realise I haven't done one of these before, and I'm not sure why. I've obviously got things to get angry about before I talk about F1, and you get to hear from me on Twitter in that respect. But with all the stuff that's been happening with Marussia, I thought I'd better weigh in because it's something I really care about. So if you haven't already heard, which I'm sure you have, Marussia's request to race their 2014 car for this season in Formula 1 has been rejected by a panel of all sorts of people, including folk from Force India, Mercedes. I think Bernie was there. Of course Bernie was there. But basically this means they can't race this season. That's really sad. So according to, I think it was a BBC article I read, the reason Marussia's request has been rejected is because, firstly, Graham Loudon, team boss, owner, he sent the letter basically saying, hey, can we race in 2015? And apparently that should have come from the administrators, as Marussia are in administration. But also there were no details of Marussia's plans in this letter. So there was nothing in there to say, this is what we're planning for 2015, and here are our investors / sponsors. And as you can imagine, that kind of makes you go, well, can you afford to get through the season? Are you going to be able to do every race? Do you have plans in place if you don't already have the money to get more investors during the season? Okay, and F1 is completely run by money, and while that's not ideal, that's just the way it is. Not only that, but when you think about the new rules that have come into force this year, they're not drastic, but they do affect Marussia running a 2014 car. For example, the new nose regulations, I mean, you can all see that the noses have changed dramatically from last year, Not only do they look nice, but they also serve a different purpose. There are different rules there that mean they look like that. That's fine. If Marussia do come in to F1 this year with last year's car, that can easily be fixed. Those rules can be adhered to with a new nose cone. However, there are other rules governing the chassis height, and that can't just be changed on an old car. As you all probably know, I was and am a Caterham fan. And when we realised that Caterham weren't going to be racing this year, the obvious step for me was to go to Marussia and support them. Obviously I don't have that now, so I don't want you to think I'm being harsh by saying I understand, because I know so many people are all about how F1 is about the money and they're really upset that Marussia can't have a chance, and I am too, but I kind of understand why people have said no. I wish by some great miracle they'll be able to race this year, and I haven't really given up on that fact yet. We've still got, a little while yet, a couple of months, oh god, a month. We've got a month before Melbourne, so you never know. You never know. It does look like I'm back to that point where I have to pick a team again, and I can't go with the most local anymore. So I'm going to have to go by hottest drivers, so I think that means I'm going to be a McLaren fan this year. We'll see, you never know. Got a month. Is anyone else going absolutely stark raving mad? Just waiting? Yeah, because I am. I don't know if you saw, I did one of those GIF posts of things only F1 fans understand. I'll put a link here somewhere. Yeah, and the last one is a GIF that I think you'll all be able to relate to, all about waiting, this just horrible period of waiting. As much as I'm enjoying testing and enjoying, seeing the cars and seeing who's fastest, it actually means bugger all and gives very little indication as to what the season's going to be like. So bring on Australia. I will see you all there, not actually there. I'll see you all on Twitter because I can only afford one really long distance F1 trip this year, and that's going to be the US Grand Prix. So I actually might see some of you there, but we'll talk about that later. Thank you for this absolute car crash of a video. Oh, is that in bad taste? Thank you for watching this awful rambly video, but then I suppose if you watch all my other awful rambly videos, then this is nothing new to you. Hopefully I'll be doing more of these videos. I've kind of enjoyed talking about F1 to camera. I suppose that stems from going on Downforce Radio's Here Come the Girls show. I'll post a link to that in the description box below. Yeah, so expect more of this. Tell me if you're interested or if you want me just to rant about things that happen on the road. Thank you for watching. I will see you all soon. Much love, goodbye, and don't forget to subscribe.